by all means, pause the video. Look at the tab. Try to do it, rewind it, play it again. Look at the tab. Try to do it, listen to me do it a couple of times without playing. Check it, see if it's right. Rewind it, play it again. This is how I learned with no tab. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Free Fridays, right here on Jason Ricci's YouTube channel. Subscribe below today for hundreds of free full harmonica lessons every single Friday, no matter what. If you want, support me on Patreon. Patreon patrons, you're the ones making this happen. And speaking of Patreon, this lesson is the result of a Patreon patron suggestion. I wrote up on my Patreon, I said, hey, yo, guys, Patreon patrons, what's up, y'all? I said, what do you want to study? And I had two different people ask for this lesson. What do I play in third position on a minor blues? What are the minor triads? What are the three key notes for each chord? Let's go over it. Okay, so here we are. This is Artment Studios backing track. It actually was not easy to find a backing track that was a pure 1-4-5, because a lot of minor blues backing tracks will have a raised fifth or some other chord combination, a 2 or something on bar 9. But I did manage to find this one, and it's slow, which will make it easier to follow along. So on the screen you're seeing the chords. So that's a 1-4-5. So if we're in the key of D, right? D is 1, D, E, F, G is 4, and then A is 5. D, E, F, G, A, right? Counting right up. So let's go through the triads one at a time, starting on the 1 chord, coming up now. Here we go. It's called a quick 4. Yeah, you're right. All right, so check it out. So in the beginning of that, I gave you the minor triads in the first octave and the second octave for each chord of a 1-4-5 in a D minor blues. So in third position, that's a C harp. So on the 1 chord, I'm in the key of D. But on the 4 chord, D, E, F, G, I'm holding in my hand a C harmonica, C for third position in D, but on that chord, I can pretend that I'm in G minor. Additionally, on the 5 chord, right here, I can pretend that I'm in A minor, which means that on the 1 chord, I can play any third position blues licks. On the 4 chord, I can play any second position blues licks or minor pentatonic. And same goes on the 5 chord, I can play any 4th position blues licks, blues scales, blues arpeggios, any of that stuff will work. Now, never forget that I can just play a D minor blues over the whole thing. Every time the chord switches doesn't mean that I have to do something special, okay? It just means that I can do certain things on each chord that I might not be able to get away with as nicely on just 1 chord, all right? So check it out. We'll go over it one more time. This time, look, you got all the tab there. You go back, pause, rewind the video, check it out. And in the description box, every single thing I'm doing, every scale, every arpeggio is there. Copy and paste it, put it up somewhere. Here we go. So 1 chord, third position blues. 4 chords, second position blues. Back to 1. Second, just the scale up and down. For Free Friday. Every single Friday right here on YouTube. I got the credits coming up, but before we roll the credits, let's just chat a little bit about what we're doing here. If you're new to the channel, okay, this happens every single Friday. That doesn't mean that you have to digest this entire lesson in 7 days' time to be ready for the next one. These videos are in no particular order, okay? So you just grab one that you think you understand or think you might be able to understand and sit on it. Feel free, by all means, pause the video, look at the tab, try to do it, rewind it, play it again, look at the tab, try to do it, listen to me do it a couple of times without playing. Check it, see if it's right, rewind it, play it again. This is how I learned with no tab, just going over other people's music and trying to use the best discerning, critical ear that I possibly could. You don't have to use your ears. There's tab here, and it's below in the description box too. Copy and paste it, email it to yourself. Write it down in a notebook. Write down the tab, copy it. That'll cement it into your brain. Next thing you know, you'll be able to boogie on this stuff. Stay tuned for the credits. Thank you everybody for tuning in to Free Fridays right here on YouTube. Subscribe today. Click the subscribe button for hundreds of free harmonica lessons. If you like what I'm putting down and you'd like to support the cause, go the extra mile, be sure to visit my Patreon page. Patreon patrons, thank you very much. You're making these lessons an absolute priority in my life. No matter how busy I get, a free lesson happens every Friday. For as low as $1 a month, that's 25 cents a lesson, you can become a Patreon patron. If you're doing a little better and you can donate more, that's great. Every time you become a Patreon patron, you're helping somebody else out there that doesn't have a credit card, that doesn't have $1 a month, to continue to get free harmonica instruction and much, much more. Remember, we got product reviews here on this channel. We do videos on addiction and bipolar disorder. We got blues stories. We got performance videos and everything right here on Jason Ricci's YouTube. Subscribe today. I'd like to thank Hohner Harmonicas, and I'd like to thank Blue Moon Harmonicas, making custom parts for any harmonica that you might have at home. Blue Moon has got you. The Lone Wolf Blues Company, pedals, amplifiers, microphones, you name it, much more. Right here out of Louisiana, the Lone Wolf Blues Company is bringing you the best in customer service for almost any kind of amplified blues harmonica needs that you may have. Speaking of amplifiers, Harp Gear amplifiers, check them out. The very best Harp Gear, right out of Ocala, Florida. I got a website, www.mooncat.org. Check me out on mooncat.org. I got tour dates happening all over the place. I'm going all over the country this year, playing tour dates with J.J. Appleton, with Damon Fowler, with J.P. Soares, with my own band, with Joe Crown, all kinds of people. www.mooncat.org. T-shirts, lesson information, all of that. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. We do this every single Friday, and then every now and then I throw you some more stuff right here at Jason Ricci's YouTube. A Mooncat, love and appreciate all y'all. Thank you.